how to find peace and release the need to rescue people. So, I'm gonna talk to you just about one thing I found out is that a lot of times there's three things that I do personally, and I think a lot of people do as well, is meddling and mingling in other people's problem. So what that means, the first thing is we try to get to people and try to manage their problem or try to fix their problem because we feel like we're the only one that could make it happen. And sometimes they tell us, hey, man, nobody else could fix my problem like you do. Okay. So there's a point in place for everything. Okay. But what happens, the problem with that, put gas in everybody else's tank. We're the gas station. Everybody comes to us and we fill everybody else's tank, but we are running on empty and we're stranded somewhere because we gave to everyone. So that's the very first thing that happens that robs our peace. The second thing that happens that robs our peace is that we make choices and we make decision for other people. We think we know better to make decision for people. I mean, we do that. And the problem with making decision for people or trying to influence people to make the decision that we want to make is that we take away their maturity. When you make decision, you take away somebody else's maturity. You minimize their maturity. And when they're not mature, they'll always need you to make the decision for them. Third thing that we do is that we mismanage our own life because we're so busy managing other people's life. So what we do is we basically are such a great manager of other people's life, like helicopter parents, like we're hovering over people's life, but that we don't even focus on our life. And I think the reason why we do that is because we're so overwhelmed with our own life that it's easier to look at somebody else. Let me give you three things that we could do to help us to kind of create that peace in our lives. The number one thing is we need to actually surrender the need to rescue. That's pretty simple, right? Surrender the need to rescue. It's really surrender the need to control other people's problem. You gotta surrender that because it's such it gives us such a high to feel like the rescue. I always say, like, take off your cape, your Superman or Superwoman cape, okay? And if you're a firefighter, remove that role. And I mean by firefighter, if you're a firefighter going always rescuing people and putting out fire, guess what? Your whole house is on fire, right? So if you need to remove yourself from that role. The second thing that we get to do is actually to seek our own choice to mature. What do I mean by that? You got to seek your choice to mature, because in other words, there's a decision that you're not making that the reason why we go and try to have people make decisions because there's a decision that we're making that we're not making that is hurting us. So I want you to stop and take a look at what am I actually avoiding to make that I'm trying to have people to make. Let's try to correct your mistake by helping other people not make the mistake. That doesn't work. All right. And number three, self-control. Be self-control, because why? Self-control helps you to self-manage your life and govern your life as well, because you need to control you. You have more than enough problem if you kind of stop and go, okay, wait, if I just take all this energy and start to focus on the things that's going on in my life, maybe my life will get better. Maybe if I start managing my own life first, then I can manage other people's life. Guess what? That gas station analogy that I gave you, there's many other gas stations than you being the source of everyone like sucking the life out of you.